Hi guys, time for another whiskey review, and this time, today, I've decided to go for a Highland Park. The Dark Origins is the one in the hot seat today, so we're going to ask it a few questions, explore it, review a few details, see what we can pick up. Quick note, if you haven't tried this already, and you're about to buy it, you're looking at it, one thing you will notice, 46.8% volume. You might want to add a bit of water to this to help open up the flavour a little bit more. Try it neat first, obviously, as it comes from the bottle. You won't know what you prefer unless you do it both ways. So that's what I always do anyway. And then when I realise, do you know what, I prefer it this way or that way, I make mental note of that. And then from then on, that's what I do. So we'll start pouring this dram. I like the bottle, I like the packaging, I like the story behind the Dark Origins. The fact that he's a smuggler and whatnot. What am I on about? Wow, you see? You should go to the distillery and hear the story for yourself. There's no point me reading this to you, unless Stevie Wonder is watching, in which case I'd be more than happy to do so. In fact, I'd invite you here to enjoy this fine whiskey with me. I'm not here to read the packaging or anything like that. I'm here to simply tell you my views on Highland Park. Now, straight away you can see, having poured that, the colour, it's very rich. I like that colour. Says a lot about it. The legs, again, they come down a bit slower than some of other whiskies that I've had recently. They still come down. They're not there for ages. Some people like legs that stay there for longer. But yeah, this one here. I think the reason they come down at that speed is probably because of the slightly higher alcohol volume in this one. These particular whiskies, Highland Park Dark Origin, that is, sorry, that retails. I think I've seen it retailing from around 75 to like £90 between the two. You know, you won't be getting this much cheaper than £75. So if you see it for that price, grab it, and you probably won't be paying much more than about 85, 86, maybe a tiny bit more actually. It depends where you're buying it from. Anyway, time for some tasting. Let's see what we can pick up from this bad boy. We shall start, as always, with the nose. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're going to need to add some water to this to really open up the tasting. We'll do some before, some after. I always find it's better to know what it tastes like prior to water being added before adding the water. Now I'm going to say I'm picking up sherry. Now that might sound obvious because it's ex-sherry cask, which came from sherry casks. But sometimes they say, you know, sherry cask, but it takes you longer to pick up the sherry there. But it's starting there. The more you breathe it, the more it opens up, the more it breathes. Yeah, definitely. Bit of cinnamon. If you like your apple pies, I like the smell of this. Vanilla. Ooh. Sound like I've just been for a run. It's banana. That's good. I've got a feeling when I start tasting this, it's going to hit me quite hard. I feel like I'm missing something and can't quite pick it up right now. What a shame, I'm going to have to taste it. Mm. Oh, that is nice. If you can hear rustling in the background there, you can thank my pug for that. He's trying to get free publicity for his Instagram page, that's what it is. I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to say follow him at Pugsy the Pug. It's not happening this time. Sorry, I forgot to say the taste. Some kind of, I wouldn't say citrus, but almost like an orange kind of like, I don't know why I put so much emphasis on the orange there, but I'm going to have another taste if you don't mind. Sorry. There it is. It's like orange peel. I'm okay. Bit of chocolate. I'm not talking terry chocolate orange here, but there's definitely orange, definitely chocolate. I can't really tell if it's milk or dark. Lactose intolerant, you see. That's hopefully it's not milk. Probably dark chocolate. I'm probably safe. Dark chocolate, bit of orange. There is something else there. It's interesting. There we go. Chocolate on the nose doesn't stand out enough for me. It's only after having tasted it that I'm able now to identify. I don't know if that's because I don't go around smelling chocolate bars or, but it's definitely there now. Still very much sherry. It's only got better after having a bit of a drink. I think I'm quite enjoying this. Don't get me wrong, I mean, there are whiskies for similar price that I've kind of been blown away by, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I would probably hold this one back for somebody who is not up to scratch with tasting whiskies. I'm not sure they'd be able to pick up on everything. At 46%, they might be struggling to get past the alcohol, nearly. I'm not sure. They may not. But I'm going to top this up ever so slightly. Whoops. No, actually not whoops. Perfect. And after I've done that, squeak, I'm now going to, this is a spoon. I find it quite useful to use a teaspoon, simply because a tablespoon wouldn't fit in here. Just use a bit of water. Blip, blip, blip. Sound effects are royalty free. Let's see what that's done. It's only a few drops. I'm not looking to displace any of the alcohol, as it were. I might add a bit more. You can always add more. You can't add less once you've, it's a bit like having a haircut. A bit more off the sides, please. You get it? You like that? Now, straight away, that has definitely opened that up. It is so much easier to pick up on those scents and flavours, and straight away, chocolate right away. There we go. I couldn't tell you what brand of chocolate, but it's definitely there. And again, banana. I think I mentioned banana. Memory's a bit short. But yeah, that's there as well. And there's the cinnamon again. Okay, and we'll go back for palate now and see if that has softened it for me. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. That is a good amount of water to add. I would say that's a teaspoon of that size, 4 drops. That makes it a lot more palatable, a bit more enjoyable. Shall I risk it? Shall I risk it? There's no chocolate biscuit here, but I think I'll risk it. There's only 1 drop. You're not in a rush, are you? 2 more there. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. Look at this. And obviously that's going to do more now because I've had a sip. So we shall see. And before you go, oh, it's not brandy, don't swallow it like that. You're not my mum. You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. Don't tell me what to do. I want to enjoy my whiskey. I paid for this. Have my money. For the nose, I'd say it was better with what I put in before. But then again, we'll see what the palate says. The palate says keep it as it was. So yeah, don't add too much water, just add enough for the Highland Park Origin dark origins. If you ever forget that, look at the bottle and see that the bottle is black, dark. Here we go. Not much more I can say about this. I think you wouldn't hurt yourself by having this in your collection. If you're a Highland Park fan, you will definitely like this whiskey. It has to be said. Fair play, it is good for what it is. I personally feel it might be a tiny bit overpriced. That's just my personal view. I've paid similar money for other whiskies and I have honestly been beyond wowed. Yeah, so don't forget guys, you can subscribe, you can comment, you can request, hey Max, review this one for me, please. Not sure if I want to buy it yet. I've probably got it in my collection. I've got a bit of a collection now, so it's probably there. That's pretty much it. That's what I have to say about this one. I'm still very much going to enjoy this. I shall continue drinking this once I stop filming. Feel free to get in touch. Feel free to do a whiskey review with me. We can do it remotely. We can do it face to face. Completely up to you. It'd be nice to have some interaction with you guys though. Alright, well, there it is. Highland Park Dark Origins. All done. Till next time, you take care of yourselves, guys.